I want to talk to you. Jimin come to my room and said, I was sitting on the couch beside the window. Yes, Jimin, I respond, and he sat next in front of me. They, don't get me wrong, Jimin said hesitantly, and I turned fully toward Jimin. What? I asked and he held my hand. They, you went through so much. Now, I only want your happiness. I know Jimin wanted to say something, so it's keep silent giving him chance to say what he want to say. And for that, you have to do what I am saying, he said. What do you want to say, Jimin? I asked, anxious. You have to abort the. He blurted out something, making me instantly covered my stomach with my hand protectively. My eyes were winded in shock and fear. Look, it's necessary for you to happen. I cut him off. For my happiness, I have to kill my baby. I asked, how can he said that? They think practically. For your future, you have to bury your past. He tried to convince me, but my heart was broke in million pieces after again. Hearing Jimin's word, for my future, I have to kill my baby. I mumbled, feeling broken. How people can against my child, even its own father. If you hear me, you would have killed your baby for your happiness. I asked, and he looked taken aback by my questions. Here, I pointed toward my stomach. Here is a growing a small life. Here is beating my baby's heart, and you're telling me to kill them. The life, stop that be beating heart? I asked, my voice was cracked and tears stopped falling down my cheeks. It's not a mistake, Jimin. It's not a sin. It's my love. It's my child. What if his Jungkook didn't love me, but I did? If something didn't went as planned, then I'll take my responsibility. My child wasn't a mistake. I paused and took a deep breath. But I'm not coward. If I love that and heartless man, that I will take the responsibility for my baby. I will give my baby a beautiful world. I will bring my child in this world, and I will make my baby strong. A certain determination. Who will accept you with this child? Jimin asked, and my heart was stopped. Breathed for a moment, thinking about another man. I don't need anyone. I just need my Jimin. I hold Jimin's hand. Jimin, I don't have anyone except you. Please don't hate my baby just because of Jungkook. It's my baby. Please accept it. I begged, intertwined my hand in front of him. Jimin instantly held my hand and shook his head and hugged me. How can I hate my Titi's child? He said, and pulled back, cupping my face. I was just frightened thinking about your future. But now, you make me realize that this was not your baby's fault. And it's not a sin. It's my Taehyung's child, and I am accepting this. He said, smiling with tear was slip, his eyes making me sigh in relief. It's taken me 2 months to decide what should I do, and then I decided to rejoin my college. As per Eun-woo's suggestion, through I wanted to be independent. For that, I have to complete my study first. And in 2 weeks, I start going to college again. I walk out of my room to the dinner. At morning, look, he is here, Miss Min said happily. Oh, you know, Mama made sweet for you. Yesterday you said, and you won't eat this. Eun-woo said, and I nodded, while sitting beside Jimin. Behave like you care. Jimin raised his eyebrows and they both exchanged a look. What do those look like? I asked suspiciously. Son, he want to eat all this, saying that you are not coming. See, Miss Min said, and I turned to Eun-woo, raising my eyebrows, who smiled. Your Jimin want to eat as well, he said, and I turned to Jimin. He also smiled the same. What can we do? Uma made the world's best sweets, Jimin explained. Yes, but this is for my son. Miss Min said, smiling, and I smiled in return, while missing Mama. Yes, I really miss them. Mama, Appa, I left them as my own parents, cause I don't know how many mothers was. Mama was always support me as a mother, and Appa, he always tried to make me feel like my father never left me. He never made me feel like that I am not his real son. So that's why I love them and always love them with all my heart. Mama come here 3 times in all those days. Throughout, Jimin didn't want to meet Mama, but I convinced him saying that they're my parents and I love them and my relationship with them was son and parents never change. No matter what, Mama tried to convince me to come with her, saying that they need me, but I refused to go there, and she respected my decision and decided didn't to force me. With all that chit chat a little, I tried my best to along with them. Come, Thee, I'll drop you. Eun-woo said and I nodded while saying bye to all. Okay, bye, I said as Eun-woo reached my college. I will pick you up, Eun-woo said and I was about to open the door. No, I told you, I want to be independent, so please let me be. It's been 2 weeks you're doing this for me, taking me home to college and college to home. Please don't do this. Let me be myself. I gave you permission to drop me, but for college I went to came home by my own. I told him. It came out a little harsh. Sorry, he said and looked down, and I feel bad. Eun-woo, I'm sorry, but please understand. I said it and nodded, but they, only today. Then you'll come home by tomorrow by yourself at home, he said, and I signed and defeated. Fine, but tomorrow there is no need to come, I said and he grinned. Why are you grinning? I asked about raising my eyebrows. 'Cause I plan to take you for lunch today. And I look at him questioningly. Please, please, princess, don't say no. He pleaded with puppy eyes and I couldn't say no to him, so I nodded. Yeah, I couldn't say no to Eun-woo. He's my biggest support in those 2.5 months. He really supported me. He really tried to change and cheer me up with all that situation, making me smile with that. And but deep down, I know I'm never going to smile with my heart. My heart always belonged to him. That heart was he broke, and I don't know. I have a heart to be happy. I'm not going to lie. Yes, I really missed him no matter what happened in my life. One thing was always clear. I love him way too much to even forget him. But I hate him now. I murdered him myself and went inside the college, wiping the tears which escaped my eyes after our college and walked outside. So, how's the baby? He asked as we stepped out of the gate, making me smile whenever someone talked about my baby. A smile would come to my lips by their own. Fine, I told him. I still can't believe I'm going to be uncle. He smiled while I just shook my head. To see him smiling his excitement, I told him every day the thing I came to college. I was not going to tell him, but then, can we hide anything for our best friends? The answer was no. We stood outside with Eun-woo. He started chatting while I stood there listening to him, but suddenly he tensed, and I looked at him confused. Hey, what happened? I asked about that concern. He was looking behind me before I could say anything, or I turned to look at the person. I heard the voice which shook me from inside. Taekook? His name escaped my mouth, but as a whisper, I knew he didn't hear me. I turned and looked at him. He looked changed. His face would become pale. His eyes filled with a lot of emotion, which I never saw before, and much too. He ran to me and hugged me, making my head break. Love, I really miss you, he whispered in my ear. His voice would feel like he was crying, making my eyes watery. That's not my child. His words would echo in my mind, and how I closed my eyes tightly and reopened, and this time my eyes held only hate and disgust for this man. I pushed him hard, make him tremble a little. He looked at me shocked. Don't even touch me, Mr. John, I said with venom, and saw that pain in his eyes which I ignored so easily that I couldn't believe myself. I don't feel pity on him. Please listen to me, he pleaded, but I turned my back to him. Eun-woo, You go, I told Eun-woo, who shook his head and glared at Jungkook. Please. I pleaded, and he hesitantly nodded. As he walked away from there, I turned to Jungkook again. I don't want to talk to you, so kindly, please leave from here and never come to my college again. I said straight face. Please stay. He was saying, but I was walked away from there.